and we all got on well, you know. So, but this is my place of worship. I like this. I like the Salvation Army. You know, I like the family atmosphere, and that's really what it is. It's an extension of your family.
I was listening to the Sunday service on Radio 4 one morning. Something just made me say, get up and go. I've always admired the Salvation Army, the social work of the Salvation Army. And I just turned up at the door of the Salvation Army in Oxford. And as soon as I walked through the door, I knew exactly that that's where I needed to be. 2 years ago, just before Christmas, I woke up one morning and something came into my head, go back to Scotland. And here I am, I'm in Ayr. And the wonderful thing about the Salvation Army is that you just walk through the door and you've got a new friends and family.
I would say that really in the first instance it was actually the music that attracted me in the first place. But at that particular time I could never have foreseen that one day I would be a uniformed Salvationist. That would never have entered my head, and that was me. I just knew that that was the place where I was guided to go, and I've never looked back.
So we have different music groups here. So we have what we call the Songsters, which is a very traditional Salvation Army name. And the Songsters was a name that was given to a Salvation Army congregational choir, if you like. And then we also have the brass band as well. Salvation Army, well known for brass bands. So our Salvation Army band, again, is members of our congregation.
We've got brass music lessons for anyone, from very young to the older people in the community. You're welcome. You don't have to be a fully signed up.
Afternoon, and we'll try to
I come because of the friendship and the tips you get off other women, you know, and that, and the fellowship you have here.
Particularly what I enjoyed coming into the group was being welcomed in. There were people here obviously been here for many, many years and knew each other really well, but never at any time did you feel an incomer. I was made part of that group, and I really enjoy it so much. It was so much part of the background to the Sunday meetings, you know, the fact that we know each other so well.
So it's really a good way to actually introduce folk that maybe are not used to coming into your church.
Well, I feel the same. You come in and everybody makes you welcome. You talk to people, and maybe you're kind of down. You just need to talk to somebody and it lifts you up. And just being in the atmosphere of the whole league.
The idea was to set up small groups to see if we could get the people in together and interact, and this is one of the groups that we're doing here. And the Salvation Army let us use their facilities, and their facilities, they're really, really good. I mean, they've got the wee cafe here, they've got the room that we sit down and talk to. We've also got use of the IT system, and we've also got use of their special function rooms. Occasionally we'll come here and we'll all go next door and we'll set out the craft table and we'll make Christmas cards, getting people to communicate, to talk to each other and sort out their problems the same way it would be done, you know, in the old time communities, and it works.
Hi, my name's Agnes. I'm the coordinator for the Salvation Army Food Bank here in Ayr. I am the first person that somebody will get to before they get even buy a food parcel. I do this job because I like to help people, and I know what it's like to struggle. We're the only food bank that does take self-referrals. If anybody comes into the food bank, we do give a voucher to the person to go to the cafe, and they can get a soup or a filled roll or whatever they like with that voucher.
My name's Daniel, and I help out at the food bank. I'll help Agnes with paperwork, making up parcels at times, and sometimes with the delivery of parcels. Like Agnes would do, because I like helping people, and it's a way to help out in the core and to show God's love to people by giving them these parcels.
The reason why we're on the streets is to sell the work eye, but that's not the prime reason by any means. Firstly, it's about spreading the good news of the gospel to its readers, but as we would all would tell you, it's about the contact I speak to many men and women who just literally want to have a chat. It's as simple as that. It's a great privilege to do that, actually. It's amazing that people will speak to us, but it's not to us. It's the uniform that they're speaking to, and they feel that they can share their stories and sometimes even confide in us. When I first started, I was really worried that I was going to get deeply involved in religious discussions. But it's nothing like that. It's all about listening and sharing. And hopefully after they do that, people will go away a little bit happier and get on with the rest of their day. And that lets them carry on with the tradition of giving to the Salvation Army, which has and will enable us to carry on with serving the community as we do.
Then we also have what's called our community choir, the Salvation Army's Air Gospel Community Choir. And it's an all-comers thing. It's a doors open once a fortnight. Would you like to try and sing? Come along and have a go. And it's people, whether they're churchgoers, non-churchgoers, it's anybody, it's open to everybody. So it's a very diverse group, and it is part of our service to the community.
And so you get a chance to mix lots of people, so there's people from other churches, but there's also other people in no faith at all. But they find there's something special about singing in the choir. Sometimes some of the songs, they say, they really affect me, really hit me sort of quite deep, but I don't know what's happening inside of me. And it stirs something, and I just love that, and I love those conversations, and I love just seeing people's faces as they're so excited and to be part of the group and sing. And it's the same with the band, again, making music together, being out in the street, in the high street, caroling. People just love to be a part of that, and that's a good thing that we can offer.